In 1981, after receiving my master's in computer engineering from Princeton University, my department head at American Telephone and Telegraph Bell Laboratories told me that just because my supervisor was fat and from the South, do not assume that he was a redneck, give him a chance. 2 years later this supervisor told me, "Russell, every time I look at a black person, it does not matter if he has a PhD or not, I think negative thoughts about that black person." My supervisor then began to cry. In 1984, I transferred to a microelectronics division of American Telephone and Telegraph Bell Laboratories in Pennsylvania, 30 miles outside my hometown in Collegeville, Pennsylvania, where my mother willed me 5 acres. A supervisor transferring out told me, "A black guy was forced on mental disability just before you got here." A year later I was kicked by the old guy who emptied the garbage in our offices and shouldered in the stomach while I was walking down a stairwell. My management refused to help me against these assaults at work. When I reported the assaults to the police told me that the assaults were my fault and they refused to investigate. When I continued to complain, I was poisoned when LSD was slipped into my lunch at work. I was then forced on mental disability. My department head said, "Go down to the medical department, take a urine test for drugs, go out on mental disability, or don't return to work." I had previously arranged to join the Air Force National Guard, and during the first year of forced mental disability I attended Air Force Officer Candidate School in Knoxville, Tennessee. While in Air Force Officer Candidate School, American Telephone and Telegraph Bell Laboratories told me to come back to work, or they were going to fire me. After I graduated Officer Candidate School as a second lieutenant in the Air Force National Guard destined to be a top-secret communications officer, I was fired.